A gnat. Hello, everybody. There's a gnat. Want to make a debut? Surprise! Hello, everybody. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let me get my chat out here. Hello, everybody. As soon as I hit go live, this gnat came flying out of nowhere. It wanted to be on camera. Too funny. Let me get my desktop all set up here and we'll get into things. Into trouble maybe tonight. Let's see here. All right. YouTube says we're live. That's good there. All right. Think we are good. Hello, everybody. Happy Friday to you. Can you believe it's Friday evening already? Here we are, November 22nd. And almost to the end of the year. It's crazy how fast this has happened. Did I get him? Did I get him? Maybe. I don't know. um but yeah, fun times ahead and wonderful energies. Welcome to Sagittarius season, all you Sagittarius sun babies. It's definitely some fire in the air, so we like that. So we will get into things here, but before we get started, let's first of all come back to this moment, out of the future, out of the past, out of the chaos, and come back to right here, right now. And we'll do that by taking a big, deep breath. And while we're holding our breath for a moment, just think of something that you're grateful for right here, right now. And then exhale whenever it feels comfortable for you. So let's do that. Big, deeper breath in. Beautiful. And then we will bring in the singing bowl as per usual as well. And as I hit the singing bowl, hit it 3 times. Just imagine this light within your own heart in the middle of your chest. Just fill up and expand unconditional love energy out into all of your emotions and feelings of your heart, into your body, into the cells of your body, into your mind and your thoughts, out into your energetic field. And then imagine it just filling you up and overflowing out to the world. So let us do that, and then we'll continue. So here we go. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me in doing that. Just really wanting to sing tonight. Just put these back here. All right. So, hello. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday. Alphonse. Hey, Nova. Hey, Faith and Love. Shout out to some of my YouTube channel members. We got Aria and Shanji and Johanna. Hello. Good to see everyone. Hey, Brenda. Welcome, everybody. So, I'm excited as always to see what messages Spirit wants to bring through here. Let me adjust my camera a little bit here, maybe just a little bit there. There we go. Oh, there we go. So, welcome everybody. And if you're new to my channel or new to these readings, welcome, and welcome back all my tribe, my friends, my family. So glad to have you guys here, especially as we head off into this 2025. It's going to be quite the adventure, and I'm glad that we're in it together. um, but if you're new to my channel, how the free readings work, I do go down in order. First come, first serve for the free readings. All you have to do is put your question out there. There's no special list. The chat is it. And you just put your question there and we pull cards. If you don't want to put your business out there, you can ask for a general reading. Spirit knows all, of course. So we'll pull cards and see what messages they bring through. If anyone makes a donation, I do honor that energy exchange. I prioritize those, step out of the free readings, dive deeper, meaning I pull more cards, usually free readings, 1 to 2 cards. And then for the donations, we dive deeper for those. If you'd like to make a donation, you can use the super chat at the bottom or in the description box of the video. Do you have Venmo, CashApp, PayPal, and Square? I don't have a set dollar amount because I know everyone's finances vary and cost of living, it varies across the world. So whatever you're able to give from your heart, I know is the perfect amount. So that's how that works. After my donations, my YouTube channel members, you'll see their names in green and with their little badges. They do get second priority. I always make sure each day that I complete on the same day the donations and my YouTube channel members. I usually don't get to all the free readings on my Friday, Saturday sessions, but Sunday is special. If you try throughout the couple days, excuse me, and you don't get I don't get to your reading. Sundays are special where I always come back on the afternoon and complete all readings from Sunday morning session. So if just know that you'll get a message sometime this weekend from Spirit. It just might be Sunday afternoon. What else? What else is there? Well, if you want to become one of my YouTube channel members, you do get prioritization, like I said, in these, but also Wednesday nights, we have a special session for all my YouTube channel members, 2 hours of free readings, and we do Oracle, we do past life, whatever we're wanting. And there's 2 levels. Zen Cricket is $2.99 a month. Praying Mantis is $7.99 a month. So all of those get all of that. My Praying Mantis members, it's the higher level, they get an additional day just for themselves Thursday night for 2 hours. And then after my Friday and Saturday night sessions and my Sunday afternoon session, we have an extra hour. Also, get advanced access to any videos that I put out, which 2025 is going to be a year. Already, we have solstice readings that are going to come out on December 6th for December 20th. That's when the solstice comes in. But all of my YouTube channel members already have access to those. Each of those, it's by element. So there's 4 videos, one for air signs, one for fire signs, and that. And there's some special things for each sign within those. But my YouTube channel members have advanced access to those already. Plus, I have 2025 energy forecasts. Yes, for each individual zodiac sign. Those will be coming out on December 20th. And then as I'm completing those, I already have 8 out of the 12 signs done. So my YouTube channel members also have access to those. So you get advanced access in addition to all that other stuff too. So not it's a reasonable price, you know what I'm saying? 2.99, 7.99 a month, a boom. But of course, never any pressure, just information. All right, I think that's all the blah blah blah. I think that's all I wanted to say. So let's get into it and see what we have happening. So up first, supernova. I was reading something today about planets. Actually, I think it was on one of my readings I was recording. They came out about stars and rebirth of stars, and when one goes supernova, and I thought of you. So hello, hello. So thanks for your first donation. I see we have a triple threat from you and then two from Brenda. So that's where we're at. So first up, Nova, your first question here are messages from Kurt. You're thinking about performing at this library place and whatnot. What message of guidance does he want to share about your creative pursuits in starting to write strings or write things again and play guitar now that your arm is all better? I'm so glad your arm is better. You've been right about stars. Well, Kurt knows all. He's with you all the time. All right, let's see what he wants you to know here. First of all, let's look at a message here about the library and see what he says about that. And then just about your creative pursuits and starting to write again and play again. All right. Of course, he's ecstatic about it because he loves connecting to that creativity, right? That's gonna say. As I'm saying that, you get the three of pentacles, which is about creativity, being true to your authentic self, expressing yourself, community too, which is good, and others helping. And oh my gosh, is oh, at first um, I thought they had a flute, but the birds do up here have they're helping build this flower, so they're helping build this coming in here. Yeah, definitely. Spirit, there we are all mini creators, and so when we're creating, they love it because when we're creating, we're actually connected to the creative higher mind, and so it's like this energy is different when we do that. All right, let's take a look here, though. That's the bottom of the deck. So for the library, you've got the Two of Swords. I like that. It's kind of a message from him. Get out of your head and into your heart. Close your eyes. Open your heart. You'll see things clearly. Yeah, it's a new rebirth, a death and a rebirth. It's like you're um, launching yourself in a brand new way. It's like the butterfly. You can even see she has a butterfly there. Butterfly coming out of the cocoon. So very supported. And the King of Cups, balancing of your head and your heart as well. So I really like that energy that's coming in here with this. It feels very supported. It feels very um like you said, it's the beginning of the butterfly coming out of the cocoon. So they're like he's totally in support of it with these cards here. I like that. What else about creativity and writing songs, playing songs. Let's see here. Yeah. Well, you have to get your Empress card. Here's the card of creativity. So, it's you have the Three of Pentacles and then the Major Arcana 3, which is boom, creativity with a capital C, capital R, capital EATAVITY. So, very supported, birthing of things. They're like, yes, yes, yes. This is so good for you to have this come in here, right? Um, you know, when we say spirit helping us create, um, it's interesting because what I feel is that, I mean, it's a huge energetic field of creativity, and we're all a part of it, and it's all part of us, you know, and so when we have creativity, it's like it's like tapping into a giant creative mind, and everyone's higher self is part of the cells of this creative mind. Look at it that way. And so when we have a creative spark and stuff, it's from the creative mind, which is we could all, you know, the entire existence take credit for it. So, I like that. So, creativity coming in. And you do have here the power of choice here with the chariot card, which is, you know, we can create out of lower vibration and higher vibration. Lower vibration usually, you know, brings lower vibrational things. Higher vibrational creativity, you can feel the difference. One feels angry and "Brrr," the other is higher vibration, right? And of course, also as you're creating, it's this ebb and flow between the 2 because there's not right or wrong. There's just different levels of vibration that comes in too, right? So we've got this, this energy that is fluctuating and going back and forth, but I like the chariot because it's about movement, and it is a victory kind of thing, and so it's like your group of beings around you are, "Hooray!" I like that. Wow. So 3 major arcana so far, which is the high priestess. So connecting inward and upward to spirit, is a big important piece of this creativity. If we're trying to create just from our humanness, yeah, but when we open up and allow that to flow through us and connect higher and look, um, behind the veil and dive deeper into the emotions, we can express it more. I'm cracking up because it's the high priestess, and you actually have written in the comments, "I'm high." Yes, you are the high priestess. Ah, too funny. And then the 2 of Cups. I like this, power of emotional choice, but also this connection that, that you're developing with yourself and your higher self, is important here. So they're like, yeah, you're in tune, you're tuning up yourself with your higher self too. So I like that. I am giggly like you, and I'm just high on spirit. Oh, fun times. So that's what he wants you to know about those things. And I got these little angel healing cards for the fortune cookies for this evening. So let's see what else Spirit wants here for you. Oh, wow. Look at that. So you got Miracle. And it says, "Our wings of light surround you and those you love. This current situation is governed by a higher power. The forces of love are at work. All will turn out well." So that's about about the library and creating stuff. So I like that. High powers are at work. So too funny. All right. So that's what they have for your first one there, Supernova. So many blessings. Thank you for that. And thank you for your additional donation. And you want to know, what do spirit guides want you to know? All right. You know, I feel like I'm being drawn over here to these wisdom of the Hafiz. Let's take a look here. See what else your spirit guides want you to know here. Okay. And you've got embrace friendship. I like that. So here's card number 27. See if I can have it focused a little more. I like this new moon that comes in here, because it is about new moons are about planting of new things and unfolding things. And I feel like it's like your spirit guides usually come back to talking about your community, about meeting people. Yeah. Oh, you might be with someone today. But this is about more so your musical community, the people you meet out in that. And that there's friendship that will be offered, and it's about being open to that. Because I know you have your walls up, right? About, "Well, I don't know, you know, you're not you're more keen on befriending a koala bear than you are a human." But they're like, be open to it. And and that there's this friendship of spirit too. That spirit, you know, especially with that 2 of cups, it's developing that and knowing that you have this strong connection with your ancestors, with the spirit beings on the other side, that you have that friendship, but also to allow that to extend to the physical world. It says most are just one wing, the other a friend needed to fly. So it's like um everyone has one wing and we join together to be able to fly together. Otherwise, we can't fly, right? You don't have to feel bad on his part. They're like, "Hey, that's what they're why they're there. They want like I'm here to listen, to do, to bring, to communicate." So they love it when we talk to them, even if it's crying out or whatever. But it does say, "Call upon your friends, bring them close. This is not a time to stand solitary and go about your business alone. Laugh and cry with your friends." That's hilarious. There you go. Dream with them. Trust them with the details of your life. Send little love notes of gratitude and appreciation. And remember that friendship comes in all forms and in all dimensions. Old books, favorite songs, a snuggly blanket, the moon in your window, your four-footed companion. Aw. All have the power to befriend, embrace, and celebrate them all. So I like that. The celebration card, the 3 of Cups, is all about community, about your higher community, your human community. So they definitely are bringing that in and being open to embrace friendships of all kinds as they are brought in for you. Yeah, he always does. We just have to shut up and listen sometimes, right? Beautiful. I love spirit. Now let's see, what is their healing angel card here for you? Okay. Yeah. Oh, we got divine intervention coming in here. I like that. You may feel frustrated because something stalls or comes to a standstill. Progress seems painfully slow. I feel like this is what you've been through. Yet this is a blessing and has been a blessing. It is divine intervention at work. When the timing is in perfect harmony, all will come to fruition. So I feel like that's them saying, we've been delaying, we've been having things kind of stalled here and there to give you time to heal, time to see perspectives, time to learn things, time to see things differently so that as you go forward, you're going to be choosing a different way of approaching things than you would have even a month ago, 2 months ago, 3 months ago. So I like that for him. All right. So that is for your second question there. So for your third one, thank you for your multiple donations there. Want to know, what do spirit guides want you to know about creating again? You're pretty insecure in your abilities. You're rusty, but you try to sing and write music again. All right. Yeah, let's see what your spirit guides have to say. See if they have anything in addition to what Curdy Pie was saying. All right. I'm going to crunch up my little cough drop here. A little tickle in my throat. All right. So, what does Spirit want you to know about your creativity? Okay. Alrighty. So, the bottom of the deck, you do have the Ace of Wands, which is all about new passion, new spark coming in. So, they like that. They like that you're in a place where, because creativity always, when you're painting, when you're creating, you're in a great space of who you really are. And when you're not actively creating and making it part of like your daily life, you tend to fall into what you're not, which is the lower vibration. And so they like that you're, um, just glowing and feeling and having this creativity that comes in here with all that. And then let's see what else they have here. These three cards came out together. Got the Seven of Cups. I like this. Like it's all these different emotions to choose from, all these different types of um, you know, choices and it's like different wishes that you can it's like wishing upon a star. You've got like seven seven things out there and you whatever you focus on is what, you know, uh you draw towards you. Yeah, and look at this new moon energy. So you said you were doing a new moon. Let's see if you could see it a little better. You can see the new moon is more brighter on the card there. Looks like a full moon there, but when you see it for what it is, let's see. It's hard with that light, but it's a new moon mainly. But that is a lot of emotion and the King of Pentacles. Yeah, and this grounding kind of energy that's coming in here too. And that makes sense. Creativity grounds you and all this emotion that you feel that you want to that's bubbling below the surface that you want to express. That's good, but if you're going full flow into the emotions without having groundedness first, you get sucked out into the emotional world, right? It's like Alice falling down the rabbit hole. Whoops, there she goes. Off she went, So it's about, grounding yourself, putting a rope of gold around you and grounding yourself before you go into into the emotional expression, right? So I like that. Yeah, and here's your 5 of cups. This is what you usually get around your creativity, right? The 5 of cups is taking lower vibrational emotion and transforming it into higher. And the more that you're learning and growing about how to transform it, that's what the songs are about, not getting stuck in the lower vibration. It's important that we express lower vibration emotions, but we don't have to live there. It can be a flow. We're flowing through that lower vibration to transform it to higher vibration, which is our natural state, right? So I like that. And then let's see what else you have here. Yeah. So you have the Queen of Pentacles. So it has been a time here. It was important for you, Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, to nurture yourself, to care for yourself, because when you don't, then that just takes you on this forced R&R. And so they're really reinforcing here about the importance of taking care of yourself, right? And that's, you know, such an important piece of maintaining and being any of the king and the queen of pentacles, the the divine and masculine, divine feminine, grounding yourself and connecting to the earth is so important in expression, because otherwise you can be so um, dreamy and high and off in a direction that you're no earthly good. And so it's like it's important for you to take care of yourself so you can fulfill this dream that you're wanting to do, to express yourself. And you've got this here with the 10 of Wands, which is this, being aware of all the energy and where you're investing it. And when we're grounded, we can see things and, you know, um, able to focus our energy. It doesn't take so much energy to do so much when you're clear-headed, right? Even you have the Ace of Swords, unlocking your brain, clear-headedness, clarity that comes in here. And so they're saying it's important, if you want to be your most creative and make the most of your energy, then it is about making your health and treating your body as a temple, um, and loving it and doing loving things for it and to it instead of um, being unkind to it, right? So eating, drinking healthily, drinking lots of water, being aware of how much you're putting in there. Yeah, that's exactly what they're saying is it's best when you're not, because it takes so much energy for you to do everything when you're, under the influence, because you're numbing yourself in a way. You're taking yourself off in an unrealistic place when it comes into that. So, they're like, when we're um, in a human numbing high, it's low vibrational. When you're connected to spirit and you're clear of, you have a clear mind, a clear heart, clear energy, clear physical body, it just takes you to heights in a different direction. So, so it's just being aware of that. Yeah. And then you have Archangel Uriel. See what he says here. Yeah. So you have an archangel coming in here that says a great spiritual transformation is currently occurring both in your life and in our world. This is the union of heaven and earth, spirit and matter, heart and mind unite in harmonious balance. So there's an important energy that comes in with that, right? About harmonious balance, harmony, but balance, not overdoing things, balance, right? Excuse me. So that is what they have for that one there for you in Nova. So, and I see you have another one. We'll circle back around there. Up next, we got two from Brenda and then one from Faith and Love. And then we'll circle back around for your additional one, Nova. All right. So, Brenda. Hello, hello. Thank you so much for your dual donations. We have the rainbow unicorn up first and then the rainbow. So, your first question is, what is coming up in love with the Billy Goat? Like I like calling him Billy Goat, and you for the weekend. And if there's someone else that wants to date you the weekend, oh, well, Billy, you better not snooze. You might lose it. Okay, let's see here. So first of all, let's find out what's going on between you and Billy here. All right, for the weekend, and then is there someone else that wants to date you? All right. I want that one and that one. Okay. Let's see what we got going on here. Yeah, it definitely looks like here on the bottom of the deck you've got the Emperor, which is this energy of Aries energy of some choices for you to make, that you're the Empress, you're the Emperor, and you're the one that, is in that the place of making a decision, right? And they decide what is best for their empire. And everyone else can have their little advice and everything, but we put that on the shelf and the emperor makes the decision for their kingdom. So that's interesting energy. Um, but between you and Billy for the weekend, let's see here. You got the Queen of Swords. That's a balance between head and heart. Let's see what else we got here. Knight of Wands. That's a movement of passion. And then we have the sun. So there's a great amount of um, light and fire and, um, I was going to say in balance, but With the Knight of Wands and the Sun card, that just overshadows it all, that it's victory, it's brightness, it's shining light, it's clarity, it's joy, it's childlikeness, it's adventure, it's fun, Knight of Wands. So I do feel like, there is some excitement that happens here. And I feel like it's a balance between the head and the heart. So the heart gets to be expressed, the mind gets to be expressed. So some good conversation, some good expression of emotion, and the expression of passion that comes in there too. So we've got that. And let's see about that other one. Is there someone else that's there? Oh, well, maybe so. You've got well, there's three other cards. Let me show you these two first. You got the Page of Wands, which is, you know, more passion, and the Lovers. So it does feel like there's someone else, a love interest that's there. And we have the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is the nightmare and insomnia card, aware of the fears and beliefs that come in here. So, when we're looking at that, there it just seems like this other person, there's a hesitancy on your part. You even got the Three of Swords. Why you got the Three of Swords and this all these swords on the bottom of the deck. 1, 3, and 4. There's a lot of thinking, a lot of clarity that comes in here with this other individual that is interested in dating, but there's a lot of going back and forth between these fears of rejection on their part, but I also feel like there's hesitancy on your part with all this thinking that I don't know, there's just some beliefs around relationship, around kind of who someone is supposed to be and not supposed to be. And I feel like this person doesn't necessarily fit into your norm. Like we all think we have a type sometimes, um, and even outside of our type, we have a bucket where all these different types are in. But I feel like they're in a completely different bucket. Someone that you haven't really like, you know, dated before. It's like it's so off of your path, but I just feel like there's an attraction there and an interest. But I feel like and maybe on both your parts, you're so different than people you've dated before that it's something that's kind of unique and different. So I definitely feel like there's someone there. Yeah, you even got the Two of Cups. The Lover's card, Two of Cups. So there is definitely another individual that wants to date or at least get to know. And by date, it's like, well, they want to get to know who you are and see what this interest is, what this draw is to you. And so they want to check it out. So there you go. But you're the emperor. You get to decide, you know, what suitors you want, as the emperor. I get to decide, or like the empress, I get to decide who my suitors are, right? Let's see what your angel healing cards bring in here. I think I might have forgot to give you one of yours, Nova. You might get two. How many did I? Yeah, I don't think I gave you a fortune cookie on your last one, Nova, so you'll get two on your next reading. Yeah. So, Brenda, on this one, you got the unknown, which says, do not fear the unknown. This is a time of deep exploration and transformation. Unfamiliar territory leads to new horizons. That's that other person, right? Unfamiliar, unknown, different. It leads to new horizons, so don't fear it. Um, Allow yourself to experience it. And, a date is a date. If it's like, let's just go hang out, let's go have coffee or dinner or whatever, but no promises this is going to go anywhere, right? We never have to do that. So I like that for you. All right. Well, it looks like the chat is disconnecting and connecting there. So hopefully I didn't miss anything from anyone, but um, it might just be some stuff going on, and it is getting close to Mercury retrograde on Monday. But this retrograde has been great. I mean, we're in the pre-shadow since couple like a Monday or the week before. but it's been doing some funky stuff already. So buckle up, everybody. We can use the energy in positive ways. Okay. So that's what they have for your first one, Brenda. Thank you for that. And then for your rainbow sticker, thank you for that additional donation. You want money in business for the rest of the month. All right. Money and business for the rest of the month. Okay. Yeah. Buckle up, Buttercup. Exactly. You're so funny. All right, let's take a look here. So here, we got these four here for finances. And what about business? That's money. What about business? Ooh, okay. Those there. Okay. So money-wise, we've got here. What do we got here? Okay. All right. Well, we like this kind of solid foundation. We have the four of pentacles. Fours are very solid numbers, like four huge legs on a kitchen table or a table, right? Very solid foundation in the four of pentacles. So money seems to be um solid there. You got the four of wands too, which is about, this this joy and again energetic stability that's coming in there. And you got the queen of cups. When it comes to money, trust your intuition, trust your gut. Um, because it'll give you important information. But you have the devil card too, which is like this um shaking and rattling of some long held beliefs around money. So it's important here with the Queen of Cups too. It's diving deep into your emotions, understanding your beliefs around money. Are there any beliefs of lack that are below the surface that are going there? And we're on Brenda right now, since some people are asking. Um, so it's that deep diving and understanding. All right, what's below the surface? What's in the subconscious about, you know, money? Do I deserve it? I feel like I deserve it and think I deserve it and consciously I want it, but is there something below the surface where our inner child is going, I don't know. And I think I've shared it before, but just in case, and that's for whoever this resonates for, we've got this Six of Pentacles short video. Where's it at? There it is. From on my old channel, my what is it? Like had a series of Take 10 with Zen, and it talks about how we can transform our this out of balance giving and receiving that we developed when we were young, because that's our inner child. We'll have some subconscious things below the surface that has a force field keeping things away from us, and it will run on autopilot till we consciously bring it up and we transform it, bringing it from 1,000 love coins or abundance coins that we have to give to deserve one down to 1 to 1. And so that's if that resonates, check that out. But I definitely feel like there's a solid foundation here. But if you want more and you want to expand it, there is some inner work that can be done there. And then business wise, yeah, you've got, and that kind of rolls over into this with that devil card, because you've got the Nine of Swords, which is fear. A lot of fear is supposed to be should be's, need to be's. The Queen of Swords gives you the ability to balance that out, right? And it allows us to take away and transform some of those smaller T truths that are rooted in fear and turn it into higher wisdom. And it allows us, because those fears will weigh us down, that lower vibrational energy will draw in situations that match that. So it's about raising it higher. And you do have the Six of Wands, which does show with this hummingbird that you can transition and move faster in your business world, but it takes overcoming and looking past those. You can't look past them, but it's transforming those old beliefs that are there that will be running again on autopilot until we take a look at them. And it's like having something on your computer that's minimized, that's impacting you over and over and over. But if it's minimized, we're like, where's that music coming from? Why is my system running so slow? Because you got all these programs open up below the surface that are taking a lot of memory, that are making noise. And until we bring them up and then close them out, then they will continue to impact us whether we want them to or not. So it's really important to take a look at that. And I highly encourage you to look at that Six of Pentacles energy there, because I feel that will help. But um, definitely great opportunities for growth and abundance. And there can be fast movement, but there's some beliefs that just need to be transformed. It's like, if you ever think of like a hot air balloon that has sandbags on them that's keeping it low, and you snip them off, you rise. You snip off more, you rise. And those are the things we're letting go of and snipping off our old beliefs that don't serve you anymore. All right. So let's see what else we have here with the Healing Angel cards. What else do we have here? What else do they want you to know? No, none of those. There it is. Yeah, so there are a lot of fears that are there below the surface, evidently. I, Archangel Michael, am here to help you through the present time. I love you. I protect you and keep you safe. Trust that all is well. Accept my love and allow it to dissolve your fear. And Archangel Michael actually holds the Ace of Swords, which all the swords, they bring in higher truths and help slay and cut away those small t truths that are rooted in fear, and they help that. So I love that Archangel Michael. You can, if you have a medallion or you have a picture of them or something, um, is a wonderful place for that to be. So I love that. All right, so that's what they have for you, Brenda. Brenda, so many blessings to you. Thank you again for your dual donations. I appreciate those. Have a great weekend. All right. And then let's see here. We have Faith and Love. You are next. So thank you so much for your donation and your happy, excited emoji. Anyone to know here? Can you tell me about your connection with C and what the future holds for your relationship? So based on current energies, right? So let's take a look. Shuffle, shuffle. All right. Put that one in there. All right. So let's look at the connection first between the two of you. What do they want you to know there? Okay. So they want that one, but then that one, and then those two. Okay. And then the future. That's what you wanted, right? You said the future, right? Short-term memory. Yeah, future holds. That's right. Hey, CJ. Shout out to other my YouTube channel members. Good to see you. So what else? What's the future? Oh, those. Wow. Okay. So let's take a look here. So bottom of the deck, oh, yeah, look at this. Oh my gosh. So you definitely have past life connections here. Bottom of the deck, you have the Strength card, which represents like higher self, human self, Six of Cups, and the Sun. Sun is Leo. Both of these are Leo energy, and they represent the inner child, inner connection, the subconscious. Six of Cups. These are three of my cards that can mean past life connections. So speaking of connections, yeah, I feel like you probably are like, yeah, you feel very comfortable. You feel like you've known each other for a very, very long time. Comfort level, I would think would be like really easy, like really easy going, like very comfortable, very fast. And you're like, this is weird almost, right? It's almost upon that, right? So, we've got that kind of strong connection that's there, right? Yeah, forever. You probably have many, many lifetimes for sure. So that's just the bottom of the deck going, Sha connection, capital C, capital O, capital NNECTI1 connection. Very strong. Where they might even recognize it. That's funny. They're, like, kinda dissing them in a humorous way. They're like, "It's so big that maybe they even pick it up, because I feel like they're kind of, I don't wanna say they're emotionally unaware, but I don't feel like they're super spiritual or super, connected, with that, right? Um, but you get it. But I feel like there might be just they know something's there, they just don't understand it, right? Which I like. They're not dumb, they're just, spiritually challenged. That's funny. Let's see what else we have here. We've got the hermit energy here with the connection. So, there is this, um wow, sorry, I'm getting flooded with a bunch of little things, like past lives. Hermit energy, means different things, but they're bringing it in so differently, that's why I'm like, "Whoa," because, I've done past life readings before, and these cards that I use will bring in, cards that represent having been a spirit guide for someone, and I do see that many lifetimes you guys have kind of tag team where, like, in one life you were the human, they were your spirit guide, and you guys had the strong intimate connection with that, right? And then the next lifetime, boom, they were they did the human, you did the spirit guide, and it was like bam, 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 bam. And there's a very strong intimacy when it comes to that, because we all feel each other's emotions and thoughts and whatever when we're on the other side. But there's something about when someone's a spirit guide, it's like there's a special bond, familiarity that's there that forms when we take on that role for someone in a lifetime. And I feel like with this hermit card, that's what's there with that. Wow. Then the Hierophant. Wow, look all these. The Sun, the Strength card, the Hermit. And the Hierophant is student teacher that comes in here too. Again, I feel like they're reflecting back here to past lifetimes where you guys have taken turns being student teacher, and really learning from each other in that kind of way um, throughout that. Again, it's interesting because the hermit card is usually the lantern, which is connecting to spirit, allowing them to guide your path, but that was like you guys were spirit guides for another. Hierophant is like our higher self calling us to a higher place. But in this case, they're referring to your past lives where you guys were guides for each other, both in human form and in spirit. So I love that. Yeah, yeah. And that, yeah, definitely I can see that, being mirrors too for each other. And then what's this one here? Yeah, and the 7 of Swords. So the 7 of Swords is definitely deceit and lying and secrets and those things that we've had happen to us, and I feel like you both have been on the receiving end of that, and that's why you both can really relate to that, and a lot of learning and growing, like you're saying. What I love about the 7 of Swords, especially in the original Rider-Waite tarot, is you'll see someone sneaking away from camp. There's two swords in the ground, which are two swords. It's like two thoughts and beliefs that you were aware of that were significant that you've transformed. And then they have three swords in the hand that they're seeing. So three other beliefs, mindsets that they've been working on. And there's just two in this other arm that they don't see. And so there's these, two like thoughts and beliefs that you're both learning that are unaware that will be coming in, that you guys will help each other learn and grow through with that. So that's the connection piece. Where it's heading, whoops, no, there's two more for connection here. Yeah, I see. So, and here's the Justice card, the balancing out of thought and belief and mindset that's in here, and then we have the King of Pentacles, which is, this balancing, literally balancing on the antlers, but this groundingness and all of this you know because the Justice card and King of Pentacles coming out together, there is this just a groundiness and a learning. One of the things we learn with the King of Pentacles that I feel comes out of here is that he learned that when he defined himself by outside things, whether it was like, um, relationships or situations or things, there's three buckets, right? That all of those things are unstable, right? People change, people walk away, people pass away. So that bucket is unstable humanity with relationships with humans. So when we define ourselves by a relationship, we feel unstable. Same thing, situations, jobs, education, social status, whatever, never stay the same. We define ourselves by that. Unstable, we feel unstable. And then things, bank accounts, possessions, bodies, they break down, they deteriorate, they blow up, burn down, stolen. Um, so when we define ourselves by that stuff, again, we feel unstable. So the king learns eventually that when you define yourself by outside stuff, your worth is unstable and all over the place. But when we eventually get tired of that and we turn inward and upward, we find eternal, unconditional love. Eternal, forever, pretty stable. Unconditional, nothing you can do to earn it, no condition to lose it, very stable. When that becomes the foundation of our worth, we feel stable then. So there's a big piece of what you guys are learning in that with each other too. That's kind of like some of those two swords of the things that are missing there, right? So those are the connections that's coming in here. Where is it headed? Oh my gosh, let's take a look here. So all right. What do we have here? So we do have the King of Wands energy, which is a lot about where it leads. It's not, I don't feel like it's fated that it has to lead somewhere. I feel like you both have this vacation plan for this lifetime where it's optional. It's like the luau. Well, I'll wait until I'm there on vacation to decide if I want to go or not. So I feel like that's it's up to you guys that that's there. You guys definitely are learning a lot from each other with the King of Swords, the Five of Swords. This Five of Swords is all about the inner conflict, and the King of Swords is the master of mindset, the master of communication and seeing things from a higher perspective. So the future that unfolds is that you guys do help each other, definitely with that conflict and transforming it. Four of Pentacles, it is a solid foundation in the outside world. Um, and that you have the Ten of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. Higher love, and the Ten of Pentacles is this possibility here. Um, it's one of my relationship cards, and the Page of Cups is about higher love. So that's why I feel like with the King of Wands, it's a possibility if you guys want it, but it's not fated where you guys are going to get forced into an arranged marriage by spirit. So you both can get into your heads. Well, that makes sense with the King of Swords because uh the kings rule over their own suit, but all the kings are given a second portion of swords, so they're the master of getting in their head. So it's good you guys figure things out and analyze, and but I feel like you guys will learn a lot from each other, and um there's a lot of possibilities of where your relationship could go. So let's take a look here and see what your fortune cookie is here. Yeah. Positive thinking. Look, all that thinking, but you guys can have positive thinking here too. You'll take the force arrangement. That's funny. Positive thinking is vital in creating a healthy and abundant life. A positive attitude, along with positive beliefs and thoughts, are crucial ingredients for creating happiness. Don't worry, think love. I love that. Perfect. So that's what they have for you, faith and love. So many blessings to you. Thank you again for your donation. Yeah, that self-talk, right? It takes time, to dig into those beliefs, step out of them, and eventually we see it for the lies that they are. So be patient, be gentle with yourself. All right, many blessings. Hey, Olivier, shout out to another of my YouTube channel members. All right, so next we've got Supernova coming swinging back around for number 4. And then that's so Jordan. I love it. You'll be after that. And yeah, so that's where we're at. We just have those 2 left. And celebrating your first super. Thank you for having me be your first super chat. All right. So Nova, we're circling back around. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Thank you for your additional donation and for your coffee. In fact, let me take a sip here of my tea. All right. So you want to know, what does Kurt want you to know about your dreams? Should you be excited and ecstatic for the future ahead, or will it all be bleak as usual? Oh no. So if you your energy has a lot to do with it, right? If I'm going to go, oh, it's going to be bleak as usual, guess what? Whatever you order from the menu through the drive-through is what you get. That's funny, Kurt. So funny. All right. Let's shuffle these up here. One more. All right. So, what does he want you to know about your dreams based on current energies? Okay, you got that. You got that. And I feel like these 2 here. All right. So, there's like 3 cards and then 1 card and then 2 cards. And that's out of order, right? According to humanity, anyway, it should go 3, 2, 1 or 1, 2, 3. But it's like your dreams are out of order, and um, and there's just some organization and some focus that can happen to get things in their right order, if that makes sense. And there's no wrong order, when it comes to um with all of this energy that comes in here. Um, so when we look at this, um, we can see it. That's funny you said. And any jokes Kurt wants to tell you? I was going to say 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, kaboom. All right, let's see what we have here. Sean G can't see Nova. If you right click on her name, you should see if you have her blocked or not. Um, and Nova could accidentally have you blocked too. It can happen. It can happen. All right. So, oh, I forgot what's on the bottom of the deck. I started shuffling. What was on there? What was on the bottom? Oh, it was the 10 of Wands again. They just reminded me. So the 10 of Wands you had in one of your just one of your readings a moment ago, which was, the 10 of Wands is becoming aware of where you're investing all of your energy. And because when you're investing your energy um, in things that are not important, then it takes away from progress in other areas of our lives, right? And I'm trying to find the card here, but you had it in a previous one, so you'll be able to look at it there. But that's the whole thing, is that when we're there it is. So when we're focusing our energy, um, we can feel that burden of trying to create all that stuff, right? That all can come in here. Um, and all that. Yay! You can see her now, Sean. It's a reunion. Hey, Sean G and Nova. All right. So if you look at it like I can invest in 10 things and they can all move ahead one space, or I can invest all my energy in one thing and move ahead 10 spaces, right? Or two things that go five spaces. But when we have all of this energy that's focused in on, you know, things that suck away our energy, um, both mentally, physically, emotionally, whatever, then I don't move forward. It's like my dream is out of order because I'm not focused. I'm all over the place. And that's when we talk about, you know, you will get to a place, if you want to. Yeah, like I said, drugs, as you do more counseling, as you look into more things and you have it where you're not dependent upon those, then that's where the clarity comes in, and that's where you make great movement. But otherwise, especially if it's smoking doobie weed, it does have a side effect of making things so calm and so it almost sucks motivation away. At least that's what I've heard. That's what they're saying. But but that's how, moving towards your dreams, um, you know, telling your counselor, and I sent you websites and stuff, right, where they can help you stop and get off of the substances so that your energy can be used to go forward instead of kind of widen out. It's like, well, I see someone like sinking back into their couch and going, wow. And there's just this, it just, all the energy just kind of seeps out to the sides, but it doesn't go forward. And that's like where that goes, right? Um, yeah, he's always with you, you know. You say, tell Kurt you said sup. He's with you. I mean, um, he hears you. Yeah, it's like he's Santa Claus. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good, but he doesn't care what you are because he loves, like all spirit, he loves you unconditionally. He has no judgments, no supposed to, shoulds, or whatever. He's there. It's like a puppy dog along for the ride. They don't care where we're going. He's just along with you, right? So yeah. So it's important for you for your dream. If you want to move forward in it, then it's about doing something about it. Otherwise, it's just going to be spinning wheels. Let's take a look at here at we're gonna go one, it's out of order, it's 3, 1, 2, but we're gonna look at number 1 first, because that's the first step. Yeah, the first step is the Page of Wands, and that's look at even with this big eyeglass. Focus on what are you investing your energy on? And that's the first step is taking your energy back and you determining what you're wanting to do and what you're wanting to do with it. And then the 2 cards, yeah, it's about finding the education or the facility. The King of Wands can represent like a place of education, like a school or some sort of place where you can gather information. And the Fool card is about a new journey free of restriction, free of addiction, free of limiting thoughts and beliefs and mindsets, limiting emotions. It's definitely has to do with, all of the counseling and all of that learning and that knowledge because it will set you free. They'll give you a lot of information. They'll allow you to see things from a higher perspective and break free. But it takes doing that. And if we feel like, well, I can do it myself, but we haven't done it, then it's just best to get help, from others that will help us do that until we feel like, okay, I got it. Thank you. It's like having a hurt foot and allowing someone to help us until our foot is healed and then we can run on our own, right? So, I really um, so we have that there. And then after that, yeah, because after that, it's like what happens after all those is you jump forward here with the magician card, which is this energy of I'm choosing, I'm taking control of where I'm investing my energy. You're stepping into your power of choice with the chariot card. I'm making decisions. There's movement, there's victory. And you have the 10 of cups. You have joy and happiness and overflowingness that comes from it all. So I like that it has this this energy here of showing you what will happen, um and showing you the possibilities of what can unfold if you take that right. Yeah, get help. Help. And like those websites, there's free stuff that I sent you on that other video, right? On that email. And so it's really important, for you, for your dream and moving forward, because he knows how important it is for you. Um, but it's like you're kind of sabotaging yourself, um, by staying in the cycle. Yeah. So surrender. It says, there's no point in pushing the barrow up such a steep hill. Go back to the start. Surrender your expectations. There's an easier way. And when the time is right, the new path will appear, kind of like it was saying here. So it's important, to do that. So it's, reaching out. There's tons of resources that are free. And, that if you check out that email I sent, just, make the choice when you want to take action. Otherwise, you're just going to stay in a loop, right? And they're okay. They're that's the whole thing about spirit. They're not judging us. They're not like, oh, you better do this. They're like, well, since you asked me, I'll tell you. But they don't, if you don't take their advice, they also don't freak out about it. They're like, well, I'm never going to give you any advice again because you didn't take it. They're like, well, no, you asked and I told you, but it's your adventure, not mine. So what do you want to do next? So I like that. Yeah. Thank you, Mateus. Mateus says he was addicted to weed for 12 years. Yeah, you just have to make the decision that it's over and mean it and stick with it, right? Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, yeah, he does. Nova, yeah. Kurt's like, he's been there. He knows what it takes because he knows no one gave him that tough love, kind of, like, hey, dude, you better do this. And actually, he's saying, well, there were a few, but I still didn't listen to him. So he's funny. All right. Spirit is flowing. I'm warming up. Let me take. Yeah, look, let it go. All right. So thank you again for your additional donation of hang in there. Hang in there. And hey, Moonlight, shout out to another of my YouTube channel members. And can you leave this life right now and stop this effing roller coaster? I hate being an empath. Oh, you know, there's there's other rides in the giant amusement park of fear. We can step off the roller coaster while still staying alive. Trust me, I know. I know. Being a huge empath myself, I get it. But we'll circle back around to you here in a bit, Moonlight. Just breathe deep. Hold it for a moment. Think of something that you're grateful for in this moment. And then release. And repeat it as many times. And we'll hang in there, right? Moonlight's like, come on. So hang in there. Oh, I love your sticker. All right. So we'll be headed back there here. Oh, no joke from Kurt. What is there any joke? What's a joke from Kurt? do you have? He's just being funny. He's like, what do you call a dog with no arms and no legs? It doesn't matter. He can't come anyway. Because he showed four. It was four legs, no legs. Such a dad joke. Okay. So up next we've got so that's so Jordan. Thank you so much for your donation and your happy face, your happy emoji face. All right. And let's take a look here. Did you have your question? Okay, so you wanted to know what's coming up for you this month, I think is what we have up here. So let's take a look here. What is coming up for you this month? Oh, you also had an extra one, Nova. I forgot that you had a second fortune cookie real quick here. Kurt was like, don't forget a Oh, yeah, I love it. So Kurt's saying here, courage. You have what it takes. Just do it. We, your angels, are here to support you. I love it. All right. All right. So that's so Jordan. Let's take a look here. What is coming here for your month here? Whoa. Okay. Okay, that one. That one. All right. And the bottom of the deck. All right. Well, look at this. So so I like this for you, Jordan. You've got the moon card on the bottom of the deck. So the overall energy is this great emotional flow that's coming in. Um it's it's um it's not like the dark, it's not this little thing coming up from the depths of the sea or anything like that. It's because sometimes it can be hidden and unknown things woo coming up, but this is more um awareness of emotion, this deep-seated connection that you have with your inner child. Because you have the sun card, you have the sun and the moon that came out side by side. Well, bottom of the deck and the first card that came out. And there's this, of course, this great relationship that they have with one another, in that the moon is the sun, reflects off the moon and brings light into the shadows, into the darkness, and it brings a special energy for you. I feel like moon energy is so important for you. If you're not currently tracking moon cycles and how, like, what the moon is in today, of course, the moon goes through the entire zodiac every 28, 29 days. So we're in and out of emotional energies every 2 to 3 days. We start off, Aries fire, and then we go into Taurus grounding earth, and then into Gemini air thinking, and then into Cancer emotional, and then we're back into Leo, and it's fire, earth, air, water, fire, earth, air, water. And it's a different taste, different flavor of each of those two. But I feel like they're saying the moon is so influencing you. I don't know if you have a lot of water in your chart, or if you water moon, or you have Cancer strongly represented somewhere in your chart, but I feel like you're very impacted by the moon, so it's important for you to track it. In fact, I have I use one of these, and there's a lot of free information on websites too. You can search the internet. It's already got 2025, but it shows you like all the different planets, but it highlights what the moon is in each day. And when we do that, we can be aware of where, as I think it's Sarah Lynn from Rewilding with Sarah Lynn. She's great. She says, use the astrological energy, don't let it use you. And that's what I felt being an empath, growing up, that I just felt like schizophrenic sometimes, or an emotional wreck, because I'm up, down, all over the place. And when I realized oh, it's this moon energy, then you just pay attention to it and you can use the energy and make it do things. You can use when I know I'm going to be in an air sign moon for a few days, I know I'm going to get a lot of organization and I can learn faster and I can use that energy differently. And I can be aware of when I'm going to do emotional energy. And so I feel like it's an important thing for you with that. But the moon and the sun both kind of point to the subconscious, point to your inner child too. So I feel like you do a lot of shadow work, you do a lot of all that stuff and all that kind of energy that comes in. But I feel like there's a special journey, almost like it's plan some play dates with your inner child. Let them out. Um, it's like I see this little kid going, "Why are you being so serious? Let's go ahead and play." Come on, let's go play. And so I feel like it's important for you to play during this time, and your inner child really wants to come out and play. So very positive. Two major arcana. Let's see what else comes in here. Yeah, you have the Two of Swords. Close your eyes, get out of your head and into your heart. Got the Ten of Swords. Get out of your head and into your heart. Ten of Swords. Just letting go. You're at this great place of letting go of a lot of thoughts and beliefs where you're like, I'm just sick and tired of trying to please everyone else and tired of being disappointed. I'm tired of people disappointing me. I'm just ready to let go of all this stuff. I'm just ready for this freedom of mind, especially that comes in here. Yeah, look at this. Three of Swords. Expectations equal disappointment. And then the Page of Cups. Yes, let's get into your heart. So there definitely is this message here. It's time to get into your heart and get out of these supposed to be's and should be's and need to be's and have to be's and must be's and all those opinions that we've had growing up. Those are the small t truths that are rooted in fear that we've been taught. Will we fear rejection, we fear not being good enough, and all those fun things we're taught growing up. They're just opinion, and we can choose our own story. We don't have to apply the story we were told is supposed to go to that. It's like, I'm going to rewrite the story of the three bears, you know. Um but we get to change that. We get to alter it. And I like that for you. So I think that is what you were looking for because you were wanting. Let me just make sure here. Yeah, what's coming up for this month? So I feel like it's time for, like I said, play dates with your child self. Go do things that are fun and emotional and get out of your head, right? Yeah. And then your fortune cookie is Precious Gift, which says friendship, family, and love are precious gifts. Do not lose sight of what is most important. Why do we get so serious, right? Fear. It's like focus on what we're grateful for, focus on what brings us joy, and do more of that. So I like that for you. So that is what's coming in for you, Jordan. You're talking to a water sign. Ooh, well, that'll be good. They're emotional at least, right? Well, depends on the rest of their chart too. All right. So many blessings to you. Thank you again for your donation. Okay, and then we have Happy Pill, and then Joyful 28, and then Moonlight, and then back to Nova, and then we have Maria. Hey, Maria, and we'll circle back around. Hey, Rhonda. All right, so Happy Pill, thank you so much for your donation. Let's give that a love and a like here, and celebrating the third super chat on live stream. Thank you, I'm so honored. So you'd like a tarot reading from your guardian angels. You're very sad. Oh, I'm so sorry. Happy Pill is a sad pill, a saddie pill today. And that's okay. You're allowed. But let's see what your guardian angels want you to know right now. All right. All right. So happy pill. We've got the bottom of the deck here. We've got the Knight of Pentacles, slowest moving knight out of them all. And so they're saying, you know, just know that it may feel like things are taking forever to unfold and to fall into place and to heal and to change. But just know that they will. It's like this encouragement that comes in with that. So I like that. You have cards that are 3, 2, 1, which shows me progression, counting down to something changing for you. So we'll take a look here. And yeah, I do see here you have the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Ace of Pentacles, and then you also have the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles are those feelings of feeling abandoned, feeling left behind, left out in the cold, beliefs in lack and that I'm not going to have enough or that I'm not enough, which we all get to experience when we come here. It's actually one of the things we come here to experience. And we might ask ourselves as the human, for on God's green earth, why would I want that? But there's reasons why we come to experience all these things. It's hard when we're experiencing them and from our human perspective, but from our expansive higher self, we get it. But the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Pentacles is nice along with this Five of Pentacles because it does show things are going to change. The 10, the Wheel of Fortune, all those cogs, things are changing, things are in progress, things are moving around, things are, um, a change and things are a moving. And it's going to bring new opportunities that open up in the outside world. It is going to allow you to see yourself in a different light too. The Knight of Pentacles is this quest for seeing our worth in relationship to the outside world in a different way. And this Ace of Pentacles shows that you do find that. That does happen. That does, come in, right? Then after that, you do have here, yeah, you got the Six of Pentacles, the Emperor. So the outside world does balance out here for you with that Six of Pentacles. And the Emperor is you will get your fire back, right? You will get your groove back. It's like there was that old movie, Stella got her groove back. But this Emperor is Aries energy. It is birthing. The Emperor is like stepping into their authority, stepping into going, you know what? At some point, we just get tired of everything, all the shenanigans that are going around and all the disappointment and stuff. And we're like, all right, you know what? I know what I want. And, screw the world. I'm going to, in a way where it's like, okay, I'm going to make plans about what I want. I've been hearing everyone supposed to be's and should be's, all these advisors and self-appointed advisors telling you about your life. And you're like, you know what? Enough. Once things balance out a little more for you here, you're like, I'm going to step forward and do what I want to do in my life instead of waiting around for others, waiting for validation or permission or whatever. And I'm going to make plans and I'm going to put energy into it. And I like that for you. Yeah. There is freedom that comes from that too. Here, you get out of that cage. The Eight of Swords is about overcoming these thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that have made you feel blinded and bound and trapped and restricted and small and limited. All those lies. And I just feel like you're having this aha, this awareness that um, the disappointment I feel is because I was told growing up that this is the expectation, but when our expectations about our reality, they'll lose, but only 100% of the time, right? We look at it and go, well, it's supposed to be this, but it's not. Well, evidently that's not the way it was supposed to be. But we learn a lot by, you know, experiencing life, and that's what sets us free from the cages that come in there. So, hang in there. Just trust that everything is that Wheel of Fortune is it's the tuna for you, that everything that unfolds in your life does unfold for you. And And we do feel sad, we do feel disappointed when things don't work out the way we want them to, or we're told we're supposed to. But even the disappointments happen for us to shake our cage, to shake that cage, to show us that I don't have to live by those. I get to choose the story of life. I get to understand, how I was defining myself by other people's actions or non-actions, words or non-words, silence or whatever, and that they don't define me, I define me. And there's some empowerment that comes in here. If you ever have a chance to check out Byron Katie, it's Byron and then Katie. She's amazing. She has a great YouTube channel. She has a free website, thework.com. It's TheWork.com. Free Judge Your Neighbor worksheet. That's a great mirroring tool that just helps us set ourselves free from that cage. So if that resonates, check that out. But I feel like that's what they want you to know right now. Let's take a look here at your healing angel card for your fortune cookie here. What do we got here? So you have compassion here, and it says, when you show greater compassion towards yourself, the universe automatically responds by showering you with greater blessings. So have compassion, be kind, be gentle with yourself. You deserve that love that you're able to give. So hang in there, my dear. So many blessings, much love to you. Hang in there, hang in there, hang in there. All right. So many blessings. You are done, Moonlight. Oh no. Don't do it, Moonlight. Don't do it. Breathe, breathe. All right. So thank you again, Happy Pill, for your donation and many blessings to you. All right. And then Joyful 28, thank you for your donation. Let's give that a love and a like there. And question down below, you have episodes when you have trouble sleeping and feel so sensitive to external stimuli like sound. You haven't slept properly the last 2 days, so you feel grumpy. Yeah, I hear you. What can you do? You don't like white noise. All right. Try some dark noise. I'm just kidding. So, I'm glad you said that because, I I have a fan, and I even when I travel, I have to turn on the fan, even if it's 20 degrees out, I turn on the fan or whatever because I hear everything and it wakes me up. I think it was my brother, my older brother, because I used to sleep with my door closed, but he would open it up and come flying across the room and knee me while I was sleeping. And so I learned to pay attention to every noise, even the turning of the doorknob. Um, and so now I sleep with a fan, a box fan or whatever that makes noise that covers up all the other noise. But I get it that that's not for everyone. So let's see what Spirit wants you to know here. What can you do? Okay, I feel like those two and then those two. All right. So let's see here. You got the 5 of Wands and the 6 of Wands. So there is this. This talks of transforming energy, changing it from lower vibrational to higher vibration will bring you harmony with that 6 of Wands and movement and victory. So one of the things that we can do is look at our energy and um, you know there we can do things like gratitude, gratitude journal, that anything that raises our love vibration where we're focusing on unconditional love and joy and laughter and peace and higher vibrational gratitude and sorry, easily distracted, and the higher realms. Or something that used to help me too is I used to kind of do just a quick kind of meditation when I was going to sleep. It's not really meditation as much as I take a big deep breath and just imagine this big bubble of love energy that just surrounds me, and I'm like, "I'm safe, I'm loved." I just felt like a little baby in a womb that just felt safe and secure and surrounded in love and light. That's something, that brings that up, but I feel like that is, when we do that kind of energy, then we can, transform that and see that energy in a different way. So doing different things with our energy can help there. Yeah, and here's again, it's the Queen of Cups. There's a lot of emotional energy. The Four of Wands is joy. So focusing on again joy, um, and higher vibration, is kind of reiterating it here in a sense, but more so connecting with spirit. So whatever you can do to spend time with spirit before you go to sleep, I just feel like it brings you into this place of peace when you connect to that amazing energy and that amazing love from up above, whether it's doing a little card reading or, you know, watching a pick a card or doing some sort of little ritual or, and altering it and doing different things. But I feel like it's very important with this Queen of Cups. She's like the high priestess. She steps back out of the chaos, out of the past, out of the future, connects higher, looks behind the veil, dives deep into the emotions, and it brings her to this place of peace. It's like the peacefulness that happens when you're like 1,000 leagues under the sea. It's silence down there, except for the whale song or something. But I like that for you. I feel like there's something here to do with thinking. Yeah. So you have the Devil card here and the Ace of Cups. Again, there's all this focusing on happy thoughts, but the Devil card, something that can help here is if you're thinking of things or things are on your mind also might be looping and that's keeping you awake. So something that helps whenever our mind is on like overdrive is to write things down because our brain is very cognizant of our lives, and it's like, "You know what? Let me do this for you. I don't want you to forget, so I'm gonna loop this until you either write it down or you take care of it. So I'm just gonna remind it. I'm gonna keep it on, on a loop." And it really helps to write things down because then your mind goes, "Oh, you have it written down. I don't need to remind you. Good night." And then it allows you to go into a peaceful sleep. So hopefully that helps there too. But I feel like there is something that you're definitely your higher self here, represented by the maiden and the strength card, and the Hierophant is like our higher self calling us to see things from a different perspective. Your higher self is definitely nudging you toward reflecting upon something. I don't know if you journal or not. You probably are like, "I journal so much, I wanna stop, I wanna break all pencils." But I feel like journaling is, um, a good reflection or painting, something that allows you to get things out of here and here and flowing, I feel is important for you here too. Um, it just feels like your higher self is wanting to bring some things out, and that's what's bubbling up. That's what's got your mind spinning, your emotions spinning, your energy spinning, and of course we just went into Pluto and Aquarius, and we entered Sagittarius season. So there's a lot of extra astrological energy that's igniting things too, along with all of that. So hopefully some of those things resonate for you there. And your fortune cookie says kindness, which says a kind gesture rekindles your belief in the power of love. Remember to be kind to yourself. So do some special things for you and realize you deserve to have kind things as well. You don't have to give to everyone else. You deserve to have that kindness and love given to you. as well from you. So hopefully that helps a little bit, Joyful. Hang in there. Send you lots of love energy, and we'll even just ask your spirit guides to surround you in a beautiful bubble of light, like a cone of silence from that's funny. If you ever watched the movie Get Smart or the old TV series, they had a bubble of silence or whatever that went. Oh, it was cone of silence, where they would have it go down. They could talk where no one else could hear them. It's like maybe this cone of silence will come down where it'll be quiet. It'll be quiet. I also have earplugs that I got really cheap that you can put in, um, that keeps all the outside noise away. They just had me think of that. They just showed me, remember, you got those? Oh, that's right. So hopefully, Joyful, that helps a little bit. Hang in there. Much love to you again. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. All right. So, Moonlight, thank you so much for your donation here. Then we'll bounce back to Nova and then to Maria and then back to Moonlight. So, Moonlight, let's see, was your first question up here? Let's see. You hate being an empath. What is happening tomorrow? Do you really have to keep playing this game? Uh, are you going to survive this roller coaster? I know who I love and why. I know who it's not. That it's not going to work. All right. All right. So we'll take a look here and see what's happening tomorrow, and are you going to survive this roller coaster? I love you. I know, and thank you for your honesty and your vulnerability. You know, I know it feels like crap sometimes. I mean, I almost killed myself once in my life, and returned to that different times in my life just to check in and go, is this life worth living? And Spirit was like, you're here on purpose, so you can do what you want. But what's the worst that could happen? You could die. Well, what are you going to take your life for? And I'm like, good point. You're pretty smart. So let's take a look here. So let's see here. What is happening tomorrow? Let's see what they have here. Okay. And then tell us about the roller coaster. 3, 2, 1. All right. So your underlying energy, Moonlight, for your first question here is the Fool card. It's an interesting card to get because it's the beginning of a new adventure. Wow, and underneath that, I was going to say, because the last card in the Major Arcana is the World card, which is the ending of old cycles and the beginning of a new adventure. So there is something that ends, but it's the beginning of something that's more free. The Full card is this energy like a child that looks at the world full of possibilities. And a big part of that is that we get out of our minds of, because all of us growing up were given a lot of stories about supposed to be and should be and need to be and have to be and must be. And it really, really throws us all for a doozy in this world because we're faced with disappointments and confusion because, like, but you said that's the way it was supposed to be and it didn't. And then that person told me it was supposed to be this way and it didn't do that. And then, so there's a lot of, you know, um, confusion and a lot of disappointment, a lot of lower vibration that smacks us upside the head as we're going through life because of all that. But this World card and Full card is a significant change, a significant of release of going, you know what? I just don't care anymore about what everyone thinks, what everyone wants. What do I want? And without having restrictions and so many rules around things, it's like a clean slate of life. Like, what do I want to do? And that's kind of what it takes. It's almost like when I would take my life down to death. And it sounds kind of morbid, but I am who I am. I'm a Capricorn rising. It's part of what we do. But it's like I would look at, okay, what if I just restarted and rebooted this life, not have to die and go through all that childhood again. I can just reboot midlife and go, all right, what do I want? Not what everyone else has told me. Shh, 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 what do I want? And kind of just restart my life and where do I want to live? What do I want to do? And it just um that space really helps. Let's see what else we have here though. Yeah. So you have the Knight of Cups, which is, the quest for love, and the Two of Pentacles, which is the balancing of the outside world, right? So we got this energy here of allowing the outside world, understanding the outside world is all full of human cycles, right? But the all of this quest we have with the Knight of Cups is a search for capital L love, not small love. And I talk about this world is a giant amusement park full of fear rides, but every moment is either of higher unconditional love, that is what we're made out of from the higher realms, or the fear of losing a conditional love from humans, which is rooted in fear and a lot of supposed to be's and should be's and need to be's and all those roles we were talking about, right? And this whole pursuit of the Knight of Cups is about us on this journey of trying to find love in outside world that we're never going to find what we're looking for because we're looking for this 10-course meal with 2 desserts that only is in our own heart, and other people can't give us that. We can only give it to ourselves. And then, we look for it out here because that's what we're taught. Look at out here, look for the love out there, always falling short, always not, unfolding. And eventually we get to this point where we're just like, oh my God, but then we turn inward and upward and we find that higher love, that unconditional, eternal love from our higher self and creator, and this whole realm of beings full of beings of unconditional love and light. And we become a chalice. It just floods down like a giant waterfall, fills us up, then overflows out to the world. And it doesn't mean I stop wanting love in the outside world. I just stop needing it because I found the nutrition, this 10-course meal and 2 desserts I was looking for. I'm not hungry anymore. I'm not starving. I'm not like desperate, like I'm going to eat someone's leg. Um, I'm full. And then the outside world changes from a place of lack because we're already full and overflowing, that when people give us love from the outside world, it's no longer lacking and falling short because I don't need it. I may want it, always make room for more dessert, but they can only bring us more dessert, not the full meal. So third dessert and fourth dessert and fifth dessert. And if they ever pull back seventh dessert, we're like, all right, I was full anyway. We're not as impacted by their withholding dessert as we were when we thought that was our sustenance, right? So there is this energy that changes here. Let's see what else we have here. Yeah, so you've got these 3 cards coming out together. You've got the Emperor, which is you taking charge over your life and deciding what is it that I want. Again, coming back to that full card. I'm the Emperor. I decide. Stable, forest, a stable outside world, and also emotional stability, that comes in here with all of this. Because again, we're finding the love within us. We have that. And the Page of Pentacles. We see our worth in relationship to the outside world in a different way, but it also brings new opportunities, seeing things from a new perspective with that full card too. And then you got a 3, 2, 1 countdown coming in here. Let's see what this is about here. Yeah. So you do have the Hierophant, Taurus energy, but it's about your higher self showing you, things from a different perspective, drawing you to see things differently, having you step out of your head. The Two of Swords, closing your eyes and opening your high heart. And the Knight of Wands, there is this new passion, this new quest that you move from, to stepping into your power and on the quest for the Ace of Wands going, it's like we move from being like waiting for other people to do the right thing and bring us what we're looking for. And we are like, you know what? I'm going to be my emperor. I'm going to go on my own quest. I'm not going to wait for people to come back. I'm going on my own adventure. Yeah. And you have the 10 of Wands. So this is that energy of, really evaluating all that energy, that burden that you're feeling. And the Justice card is this balancing energy that comes in with all of this, allows you to see things differently, allows you to invest your energy differently. Yeah. And returning to the moon. So here's moonlight. So understanding, like you said, you hate being an empath, um, but there's so much beautiful energy that comes in with the moon. And I think you are a Cancer sign, right? Because you've moonlight, but it's shining that and realizing that feeling other people's emotions is just a small piece of your empathic gift. And I think I've probably shared the videos about an empathic bubble. I'm sure you already know how to do that. But just for anyone else, or just in case, there's the empathic bubble and then the true gift of an empath. And this does talk about understanding the difference between our emotions versus picking up other people's emotions, versus because we're picking up other people's emotions, our inner child going, here's more emotion, right? So there's our existing, the bubbling from our subconscious, and then others, allowing us to see the difference and transforming those emotions to where we're not overwhelmed by them. Because I know we can be watching the moon. What moon energy are we in the moment? And how can I use that to bring in balance? And instead of having that energy use me, I'm going to use that energy for my highest. And then the true gift of the empath is generating that higher vibrational unconditional love energy, letting it fill us up and pushing it out into the world. And when we're pushing out that unconditional love energy into the world, all that other lower vibrational energy can't reach us. So feel like some important things that can help with all this, but it's like stepping into your power. And all of this is happening to really shake up the nitroglycerin within you so that you're like really realizing how powerful you are. Yeah. And your fortune cookie for this one is diversity. And it says, the world would be a boring place if we were all the same. Celebrate your uniqueness. You are special and much loved. So that's the message from your guardian angels, from the healing angels. So hopefully that helps a little bit, Moonlight. And we'll come around for your additional question here in a moment. Nova, thank you for your fifth. Is that number 5? Yeah, for your fifth donation here. I appreciate that. And let's take a look here. Any other cool, funny, like Curdy type messages? We will definitely take a look here. And then for number 5, you got inspiration for some themes and songs you want to create. What does Mr. Kurt want to say about it all? What does Kurt say on it? Empathy. How much do I have? What he sees in me in his awesome spiritual perspective. Any other Kurt Tusk messages? Other jokes of yours? Yeah, right. It's like, bada bunksh. All right. So I'm only going to be on for about 5 or 6 more minutes. So Maria and Moonlight, I might have to come back on. In fact, I'm pretty sure I am. And then all of my YouTube channel members, I will, of course, come back and make sure yours finish out. Everyone else that had free readings, I'm not going to be able to get to any of the other free readings tonight, but I will be back tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Mountain Time tomorrow night as well. And on Sundays, I do something special where I do come back on and complete all readings, free readings, donations, everyone's sometime that day. So if you want to continue to try tomorrow morning, tomorrow night, definitely come back Sunday afternoon, the morning afternoon session, and we'll make sure to get messages for you from Spirit. So thank you guys. Sorry so much. I want to get messages for everyone, but I am human. I have to balance. Otherwise, I get sick and I get the plague. And we don't want that. I don't want that. All right. So let's take a look here. What else does Kurt want you to know, especially here around the inspiration for some themes and songs? What does he want to say about that? So that's going to be that. Empathy, how much do you have? No, none of those. Okay. And then I just feel like these here. Okay. So the themes of the songs. Oh, I love that. 9 of Cups. And I like this, the inspiration of the themes and the songs that you want to create. He's like, it's your dream come true. That is your dream come true. It's creating what you're wanting to produce. It's not about meeting some goals, what everyone else is thinking or reaching some future state. That is your dream creating in each moment. That's the dream. It's not about the dream happens once I reach a future state. The dream is creating and sharing, creating music. It's not when the first song hits the charts, not the first time you sing in front of an audience or whatever. It's about you, right? Yeah. And so, but we get caught up in that going, well, my dream comes true when. It's like, no, my dream is coming true now because I'm creating music. And that's my dream, is to create music, and I am. And that's we can get, because humanity teaches us to look to the future instead of the moment, right? So he's like, yeah, you're living the dream, baby. You're living the dream. And then empathy. What about your empathy? How empathic are you? Wow. Yep, you got the King of Cups coming in here, who's rules over emotion. So, and they balance with their mind too. And so you do have empathic abilities. The Four of Pentacles has this plane of, or this energy of home that's here, and you can see how, look at the whales and all this of the diving deep into emotion. So you have the ability to dive deep and dive deep and dive deep. Um, but again, they really bringing in the importance of having a solid foundation in that grounding with that Four of Pentacles. You need to have a place, a grounding of home within you, so you don't, when you dive deep and you feel these emotions, it doesn't take you like, oh my gosh, the the ship doesn't sink. Is that a sinking ship? No. So, it's important for you to ground it because you have very strong empathic abilities that come in here. Let's see what else we have here. What else does Kurt want you to know here? Yeah. So it's definitely, you're in transformation with the Hanged Man. Allows you to see things from a different perspective, but you are in a caterpillar turning into a butterfly energy with that. And they want to let you know that it's a constant transformation. When the little caterpillar egg was, that's one stage, and then you hatch and become a caterpillar, you grow, you eat, and then you create a cocoon instinctually, then you become caterpillar soup and you transform within that to a butterfly. And then the butterfly escapes out of the cocoon, breaks out of the cocoon, and goes on amazing adventures. But it's all a process, and each step is so important that we don't want to rush through it. Because if someone cuts out a butterfly out of a cocoon before it's gone through its whole process, it dies or it can't fly. And so It's important for you to honor the steps. And he just wants you to know you are learning, you're escaping from your cage. You've got this, Eight of Swords, which is becoming aware of your own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that make you feel, you know, trapped and blinded and small. But this Justice card is the balancing out. This Ace of Swords allows you to see things from a higher perspective. It allows you to cut away the thoughts, beliefs that have kept you caged in your mind and your body and your emotions in the past. And it's part of what is happening, through this, the Hanged Man, right? Um, and I like this. The Six of Cups on the bottom of the deck shows with your past life and your energy that you've been through all this before in different ways, and they're like you've been able to overcome so many more extreme things in past lives. You have a lot of inner strength that you can pull from as well. That's below there, so you're so much more stronger than you even realize. So I like that. And then let's see what your fortune cookie card is here from Curdy Pie. Oh, look, you got Archangel Michael, who wields that Ace of Swords. And it says, the path is now clear. He goes, I have removed all obstacles in your way. You can move forward now with ease and confidence. You will achieve what your heart desires. So Archangel Michael is along there with all of your other support group, and they are a big hunkin' archangel, so they have a lot of power, but they're helping remove a lot of mental obstacles to help you along your path. But even though it's cleared, if you don't walk down it, it doesn't matter, right? So just be aware of that, right? You're welcome, Joyful. Yeah. Yeah, you pick up a lot of people's emotions, and you may not realize that you do pick up as much emotion as you do because you've always had it, and you don't realize how different it is, that you feel that others don't. So, it's important for you to balance that. That's why it feels so emotional, and why you feel like you have, you know, this out of balance feeling, and why you need to numb yourself. Otherwise, you'd be like, because you're not a I was about to say something. You're not weak. That we'll put it that way. I don't want to get banned. Yeah, so we'll grab that here. All right, everybody. So, Maria, I will come back on to complete yours donation after I spend some time with my Praying Mantis members in Moonlight. We'll circle back around and do your second question. So, thank you for your patience in getting to that. Thank you, Maria. And then I will complete out any of my YouTube channel members, like Johanna, unless we catch you in our second session if you're awake. And then so Shanji and Arya and CJ and Livier, we will come back and complete those as well when I come back on there. And for everyone else, for the free readings, um, I didn't get to any free readings tonight, but I will be back tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Mountain Time to 1 p.m. Mountain Time, and then tomorrow night to Sundays. As I mentioned, I always come back on in the afternoon and complete any donations, but I complete all of the free readings too on Sundays. It's the one day that I only have one morning session, and since it's the last one, it's the agreement Spirit and I have that I because I used to come back on and complete everything, but I was exhausted because it was a lot to do, and I got sick. So Spirit was like, you need to balance it. I'd go, all right, how about Sundays? I'll do Sundays. And I'm like, okay, that's reasonable. I'm all right. So sorry that I'm not able to get to yours right now, Aquarius. Aquarius too, whoop. So please try back tomorrow. or tomorrow night, or definitely Sunday, we'll make sure to get an answer from Spirit for you. All right. All right, everybody, it's 8 o'clock. I'm almost late to my other one, so I'm going to head over there. Thank you again for all the love, all the great senses of humor, and your thirst for hearing from Spirit. And remember, every second of every day of your lives, you truly are eternally and unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things, our Creator. And of course, I love you too. So until I see you guys again, much love. Hang in there. Take care of yourself. We'll see you soon. Night. Good night.